think I look more fresh-faced today. More fresh-faced today. Y'all know where I'm headed, right? Because I got to get a pastry or something. I got to get something to eat to go with my coffee. So, second night in the motel lobby. I sure don't look like it though, do I? Wait, wait. As soon as I said that, there go the sun. I sure don't look like it though, do I? Yes, the sun is coming through. Is it giving me a nice glow? I told you, I love the sun, the natural light, because I feel like it does me more justice than regular, like artificial light. I feel like the natural sun does my skin justice on video and in cameras and stuff like that. But the sun is starting to come fully up. I wish I could take a screenshot of this. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I tried it before and it didn't work. No. Oh, it did. Okay, so now I know I can definitely take screenshots during lives. Because I tried to do it before and it didn't work. And so I just thought I couldn't. But I didn't want to pass up that sunshine opportunity. It was so nice. The lighting was so nice. Anyway. So, this is a cute little cafe I always pass by. One day I'm going to stop in there and see what kind of eats and stuff they have in there. I haven't done it yet, but every time I walk past it, I always look. And I always dream, right, of my own cafe. But that one is too small. I need something bigger. Just because of everything that I have in mind. But it's a cute, quaint little cafe. I like quaint for sure. But I just need more space and more parking lot space for my vision. Okay, so hi Maricela, okay. Oops, sorry y'all, I dropped you. I'm sorry. Hi, how you doing? I'm okay, how are you? Good. So, 12 of the morning. Hi, I'm good. How are you? It's always a good day when you're getting your coffee and a good pastry. No, I'm not in the gym. I probably dress like I am going to the gym or something. I don't know. I'm not big on gyms though, because I'm not big on gyms because I like working out in the natural elements. Like I like running outside and I like just being out in like nature and stuff when I work out. And also gym equipment can be real dirty sometimes, and I hear all kind of stories about people getting ringworms and things from the gym equipment, and it just turns me completely off. You know what I mean? Not saying that all gyms are like that, obviously, but I personally just like to run by like a stream or a beach or something like that. I like being out in fresh air. Damn, I made this perfect. I'm bomb.com. You are the worst. Oh, do you know me, boo? Because if you knew me, you wouldn't say something like that. People that don't know me say stuff like that. Or, for whatever their own personal reasons. All right, so I'm going to go and find me a good pastry to get. That is going to, oh, this is new over here. Wait a minute. This is different. I think I'm going to stick with what I know, though. I think I'm going to stick with, I do like to do this. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with, oh, my nose is itching. Okay. So I'm gonna get these two. All right, hi.
How are you?
Good. So I got the refill and oh, your haircut is nice.
Oh, thank you.
You got a haircut, right?
Last Tuesday.
Really? Well, it still look fresh.
Okay.
All right. And can I have a little? Let me see if I can stuff these in my pockets. Yeah, I think this will work. Wait a minute. Okay, take out my sleeve. So I don't get them mixed up. All right, now we are set. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Bye, Maricela. Bye. Okay. Okay, y'all. Because I had to get my pastries. Okay. I had to. I know Fumi would disagree. She would say, stay away from the sugar, stay away from the pastries, don't do it. Don't do it. But what am I supposed to eat? I gotta eat something in the morning. Something. I mean, years ago I used to just drink coffee and that's it, y'all. Like for breakfast. I would drink coffee and I would just work for like 10 hours straight. But that's when I was working for myself. And I could actually get up and go and fix something to eat because I had a kitchen and and a refrigerator and all that stuff available to me. But when I got going, I just got going and I didn't stop. And so coffee is what fueled me. Times the coffee cut my appetite anyway, so it didn't make me as hungry. Go figure. But whew, go figure. And so I think I see somebody. Yeah, it didn't make me as hungry. Hold on. All right. Hey, Sheena?
Yeah.
You need help? Or are you good? You were just getting coffee? Okay. No worries, no rush. I just saw you and I was like, oh, I don't want her to think that she can't do her thing. Okay, how are you? All right, hi. All right. Okay. Why didn't I sweep? Right? I don't know what's going on with that. All right. Here you go.
All right.
And it's showing the 9682.
Okay. I'll do my card too. Gotta meet the bill.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
No worries.
Nice. You're on your end, you got it.
Oh, wait, you want me to reactivate your key card though?
I'll give it.
Okay, no worries. Okay. Put this down here. Over here. Hi, y'all. Why am I in all black? A lot of people wear all black. Don't they wear all black? A lot of people wear all black. I don't know. It's easy. It's easy. You got the gangster outfit. I got the gangster outfit on with the Scully and everything. But y'all, it's chilly too. Like this is what I would call my work outfit. You know how if you work at certain places, y'all have like a work outfit or whatever. Or you just wash and just wear because it's easy to just put on, as opposed to like changing out clothes all the time. Like I do change out clothes, but my hoodie, my Scully usually remains. Like just pretend like I'm Muslim or something. I wouldn't ask a Muslima that. Y'all would be like, oh, she's a Muslima, so we never see her hair and she's always covered from head to toe. Some Muslimas, you don't even see their face. You only see their eyes. But some, you see their face, but they're usually covered from head to toe. You don't see anything. So I'm not a Muslim, but I like to in that regards when people question, because I always get people that ask me that. Like people will come in because they always see me in the same getup. Like obviously I may switch out my bottoms or whatever and my shoes, but they'll see me in the same getup and they'll be like, "Don't you ever get hot?" or are you ever going to take that off? Or like, I think they just want to see me like, I don't know, skin or whatever. And I'm just like, why? Why are you so concerned about it? Don't be so concerned about it. You see my face, and I'm speaking to you, and we're, handling business. That's all that matters. But people, not 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 normally women though. It's usually guys that ask me that. Don't you ever get hot? Why you always got that on? Especially like in the months when it's warm outside, and they're just like, come on now. Come on now. I'm like, y'all used to seeing women just hanging all out. I think that's what it is. And when you don't see it, you just like, I think it's like an imagination type situation going on. But anyway, so I got the gangsta outfit on, huh? Then I'll be gangsta. It is what it is. I'll be gangsta. I use that word too. So, all right. That wasn't gone long. It don't take me long to go get what I need to get and then come right back. So, but anywho, the sun is rising more and more, y'all. The sun is rising. How y'all doing today? How are y'all doing this morning? Is it brisk where you are? It's brisk. It's brisk today. And for the past couple of days, it's been like warm with a breeze. But today it's brisk. It is. You trying to rob the joint? I'm not trying to rob anything. If anything, people be robbing me. And I ain't lying. I'm telling the truth. I ain't lying. If anything, people be robbing me. Too much. Show your outfit? Why? Why you want to see my whole outfit? Why is this not enough? Why is this not enough? This was retracted. Let's see what the retracted message is. Well, it won't let me. Normally let me see it. Or maybe because I pushed that special feature. I was supposed to. Whatever. I'll go back to it. Maybe I wasn't supposed to see it. Maybe it was like something really, really mean and nasty. But anyway. So where all of y'all from? Reporting from? I'm trying to rob the joint. That's so funny. This is so good. What's going on, y'all? No, I was reporting my second night sleeping in the lobby. And I said, I don't look like I did, do I? I look pretty fresh-faced today. Yesterday, I don't think I looked too fresh-faced. But today, I think I look more fresh-faced. So, yeah. I feel better about, I think what it was I got more sleep last night than I did the other night. But then the other night, I also stayed up most of the night talking to my coworker, so I'm pretty sure that played into it. But tonight, I was like, I'm going to sleep. Because today is a longer shift. I don't want those, I want to be able to deal with the customers and not be yawning in their face, But anywho, what's going on, y'all? I never do it from this angle. Do I look weird from this angle? I never do that. I never like play with the camera angles. Maybe I should do that more often. Maybe I should do that more often. But anyhow, let me come in here though really quick so I can make sure, even though I can hear the phones from right there, but I just want to double check and make sure I can. Anywho, what's up, y'all? What are y'all doing this morning? Are y'all at work or y'all not at work? Or do you work for yourself? Or do you just have a wonderful life where you don't have to work and you can live off of other people's money? Do you have a wonderful life like that where you could just live off of other people's money and you don't have to work? You know, there's people that do that, right? There's people that do that a lot. They just live off of other people's money. There's not much to do right now. The phones are quiet. Housekeeping doesn't come in until later. So I don't have to really rush to do charts. So today is just going to be a day of checking in guests, checking out guests, answering phones, the usual. The huge. Be our guest, your guest. Put our service to the test. That's like one of my favorite animated films, Beauty and the Beast. Do you guys know that animated film, Beauty and the Beast? Like, I fell in love with that movie when I saw it. And I always got really excited. It might sound corny, but one of my favorite parts of that movie was when the Beast, like, you know, the Beast and Bella was getting along finally, because they wasn't getting along before. They were arguing and stuff. Because he was so cold-hearted and mean and nasty, because he was mad because he was a beast. So he just treated everybody like crap because I guess he didn't love his life. And so everybody had to suffer under him because he was angry, miserable, or whatever. And then here come Belle snapping his behind back in the... No, she showed him love is what she showed him. But anyway, one of my favorite part of the movies was when he gifted her the book, like the library. That's like one of my favorite parts. And people always think that I'm so strange when I say that. They're like, what? That's your favorite part of the movie. Why would you get excited over somebody gifting you a library? I was like, what? Because I love books. I love books. I always say my son came out of the womb with a book in his hand, because he just took to books immediately. He was only months old, and he took the books like that, and he just stayed into books, into books, into books. And just like me, just like my dad. So me and my dad, I take after my dad in that regard. We like to research and read newspapers and read books, and we like to learn. So that's like my favorite part of the movie, when the Beast gifts Belle the library. I always get really excited. But if anybody knows me, they know that I get super excited whenever I make a trip to Barnes and Nobles. And I've made a lot of trips to Barnes and to the bookstore. A lot. And anytime I'm going to Barnes and Nobles, I get real excited. One of my goals, years ago, one of my goals was to get like a gift card with like $1,000 on it, and just go and just buy a bunch of books and just use up the whole gift card. Like, I would probably spend more than that if I had it, you know. And I always dreamed of having like a home that had like a library in it. And so anytime, you know, in either one of my homes that I had before I sold them, I always had like shelving in my offices, because I always had to have an office. I always had like shelving in my offices where I would just have books and books and books. And So I was starting my own library, is what I was doing. But I didn't get to the full blown one yet. I'll get there. I'll get there. Do any of y'all like books? Do you like to read? Do you like to write? Or is that boring to you? Because I happen to love those things. If you enjoy reading, if you enjoy writing, if you enjoy art, you should check out my At That Girl Shanda page. It's a featured channel on this page. And over there, I have a lot of my original music compositions that I composed. I have some songs that I wrote that I actually sing, and I have videos too on the page. I have spoken word over there. And in the spoken word, it's narrated with my voice. And the music in the background is my original music compositions. So if y'all are interested in art, y'all should check out my At That Girl Shonda page. It's a featured channel on this page. I also have a podcast. So it's a link in my profile box to my podcast. I have over about 300 episodes up on there. As I always say, of raw realness. But I also put about 50 episodes on this page, All Baddies Got a Story. And it's in the folder, All Baddies Got a Story podcast. And y'all can check out the episodes there. If you like what you hear and you vibe with it, you should definitely subscribe to the podcast. And if you're not subscribed to this page, All Baddies Got a Story, y'all should subscribe. The podcast has red lips, like the picture is red lips in a book underneath it, which describes me perfectly. Red lips and words. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So check it out. Subscribe if you haven't. And share. Maybe other people are interested. I'm at work right now. Well, I guess I didn't leave, but I'm at work right now. I'm just waiting for stuff to pop. And while I'm waiting, I decided to come on and do my daily live to see what's going on with y'all. Claire Louise Barber. I don't know who that Barber. I don't know who that is. She said, "You are the worst." I would love for Claire Louise Barber to elaborate on why I am the worst. I don't know who that is. This is the thing, y'all. I think only somebody that knows you from the past or knows you, or maybe not even know you, because I don't feel like people know me like that. They don't. You know what I mean? Like, I, I think people like to think that they know me. You know what I mean? Um, the only person that really knew me is my grandma, Willie Mae. Willie Mae Linton. Willie Mae. My grandma knows me. Um, you know, and then other family members and stuff. They know you, but they don't know you. Know you. Sometimes they don't. They don't care to really know you. You know what I mean? But I guess people can only get to know you as deeply as they get to know themselves. You know. So therein lies the problem there. So that's why I always say people don't really know me, because I think people like to get to know me, but then when they, sometimes when people try to get to know me, they they come off like Claire Louise Barber. You are the worst, or they, or they just have an attitude with me. I'm just like, what did I do to you? What did I do to you? I could literally just walk, like one time I had another job, and I literally didn't know this woman from a can of paint. And I just literally turned around and looked at her. I think it was like my first day meeting her. And she just, I was like, I don't even know you. Don't even know you. It's crazy, y'all. Like, I'll never understand why stuff like that happens. Yes, I do. I always say that. I don't understand. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I also understand that it's not my problem and it's not my fault, because I didn't do anything to anybody. to warrant something like that, especially if I don't know you at all, you know. But whatever, people have their own issues going on, and that's why I show grace and keep it moving, you know. What would y'all do if somebody was in your comment section saying you are the worst? Would you think? And she said worst, which means you get a few things from that. First of all, you said worst, which is the proper way of saying it. I don't know if I know you or not, but hi, how are you? So, yeah. Aw, aw. She looks like a sweetie pie. She looks so sweet. I like when I see older people like early in the morning go for their morning walks and stuff because it just lets me know that they're still trying to get their exercise in, that they still care about their health, that they're still, you know, I like to see them get going. I like that. Like I would always tell my mom, go walk around the beach, go run around the beach, because she always complained about gout in the legs and gout in the knees and and water. What is it? Water in the knees or something like she always complaining about something with the body, right? And I tell her, I say, first of all, stop taking so many doggone pills because that gives you side effects. I said, second of all, you need to eat better and stop eating so many sweets, which I feel like I'm taking after her now because the older I get, the more I'm attracted to sweets. But only in the morning, though, like pastries and stuff, or during a certain time, but we won't go there. So, like, I'll tell my mother, I'll say, go walk around the beach, go walk, like, get that fresh air in and move those legs, move those legs, move those legs, you know? Because the older you get, things change on you, you know? And so, you know, and I normally do a lot of walking. And when I don't go walking, it's because I don't feel right about it. You know what I mean? Like something is telling me, no, don't go out there, or don't, just don't go today, or whatever. But I love to walk. I'm not going to say I love to exercise, but when I have an exercise regimen and I'm in it to win it, baby, I don't stop. Like I get up, like I used to work out like 5 days out the week religiously. And that's when I was a lot smaller, and I was in a lot better. I would say on my Instagram, was it the Honey Child's Cafe? On my Instagram, Honey Child's Cafe, social media. I think I was a lot smaller. I was in a lot better shape then because I was going hard with it. I had just separated from the ex, and me and my kids moved into our place, and I was getting my life back on track, continuing to build my brand, and you know, uh, really trying to get my feet wet in real estate and stuff. So I was really doing my thing, and exercise was a part of it. And so, like, I would document and take pictures of like my body and aging and all that stuff because I was proud of myself. They always say that when you break up, it's like you get a new leash on life, and you really, some people don't. Some people get depressed and they stay miserable, and they don't get a new leash on life after a breakup. Sometimes they allow it to like hinder them, and you know, like they let it consume them. The breakup, they let it consume them, so it makes them down bad. You know what I mean? Me, I looked at the positivity in it, and I was like, well, this is my time to really grow more, evolve. This is my time to really, get in the shape that I want to get into. Spend time with my kids, build my businesses. Like I was going hard. But then you have that person that don't want to see you do good, and if they see you doing good, they're going to bring you down because they're mad about things, breakups and things and other things or whatever, and then they try to do whatever they can to throw a monkey wrench in your success, to bring you down, to hurt you, you know. hurt your kids, all kind of stuff. So, you know, people do what they do for the reasons they do it. But it should never stop you from always working hard to move forward, because there's always going to be obstacles in your way. There are always man-made obstacles. There are always going to be obstacles in your way. There's always going to be somebody trying to stop you from getting to where you're trying to go. Always. And I think as long as you have that in mind, with knowing that, just know that you just gotta, like, you gotta be like a Super Mario brother. And that's like one of my favorite video games from the past, from Nintendo, Super Mario Brothers. You gotta be like a Super Mario brother. You know how Mario would jump over those green things that brought up those plants that would eat them, pull you down if you didn't jump over it? Obstacle. Now he used to jump from wall to wall because there was a space in between, so he had to jump in order to get to the other side, because if he didn't, he would fall down. Obstacle. You know how there would be like dragons and different demons and things coming out of him, trying to throw him and steer him off his path, and all he had to do was throw a fireball, or if he got gathered enough coins or whatever, he was able to have extra resources to beat their ass with him. And if he either beat him or he didn't beat him or whatever. But that's like the perfect example. That's the perfect example. Super Mario Brothers. He was, or I guess any video game is the perfect example, because the point of the video game is to win, right? To win your goal, to reach your goal, right? Of winning the board, so that you get to the next level and the next level and the next level, or the next chapter of your life. It's the same thing. And in the video games, you encounter obstacles, whether it be a zombie or another person with a gun or whatever. But the point is to keep going. It's because, isn't that something? Because sometimes in life people don't find it in them to keep going, because they let life kind of like, not even life, because life doesn't do it to you. Man-made obstacles do it to you. They'll let the obstacles get to them to the point where it hinders them, and they just kind of give up, right? But people are so addicted to video games, and they'll keep going. And like, people will literally play video games for hours on end until they get to the next level and the next level and the next level and the next level and next level, like hardcore determined. And it's just like, if you could be that determined in a video game, do you know what I'm saying? If you could be that determined in a video game, which I know that's entertainment and you kind of look at it as not real life, but it's a perfect example of real life. A perfect example of real life. The only difference is the video game isn't physically harming you, or physically, you're not getting attacked physically like your person, but your person in the video game is, right? Well, I guess you said, well, I ain't really got to feel it. The animation feel it. But still, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You got to look at it the same way. But anywho, I said bolts and colts. I don't know if y'all remember. Oh my God, it's an old series or episode from. I rediscovered that it was from Tales from the Crypt. What was the name of it? I forget the name of it again. Damn it! But it had Demi Moore in it, and if y'all know Demi Moore, the actress, she's an amazing actress. But it had Demi Moore in it, and it was from Tales from the Crypt. And in this particular episode, Demi Moore, she wanted to be rich. She wanted to be rich. I don't know if she really cared to be famous, but I know she just wanted to be rich. She was tired of struggling and she wanted to be rich, and she would do anything to be rich, right? So one day she went to a psychic to ask the psychic, was she ever going to be rich? And the psychic said, yeah, you're going to be rich. You're going to meet a man. You're going to marry him. You're going to be rich or whatever. And then she was like, okay, well, who's the man? What does he look like? Where do I got to go? Stuff like that. But at first she didn't really believe her until the lady told her that she was going to lose her job or something like that. And so Demi Moore didn't believe her. But then she went to work and she lost her job. So she lost her job. Then she started believing the psychic lady. So she went back to the psychic lady and she said, okay, you were right. I lost my job. So now what? Now, where's the rich man? And she said, it's going to be a large man. You're going to go out and it's going to be a large man. He's going to approach you. And if, you're going to know that's him because he's going to be a large man, da, 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 da. And so that's what she did. She went out. A large man, like a overweight guy, he approached her. They started talking. She started asking him questions about riches and stuff like that. And he's like, "Well, I'm not rich, but I got family that got money and this and that or whatever." So I think she kind of took it like, oh, okay, so he has family that has money because the psychic told her that he was going to die a violent death. And so I think in her mind, she's like, okay, so you have family that have money. So the psychic told me you're going to die a violent death. So when you die, there's probably going to be something I'm going to inherit from it. And I think that was her thinking. So he asked her to marry him. And she was like, yeah, I'll marry you, or whatever. But she was thinking about it with money in her mind or whatever. And so they got married. And then years went by. And she was like pissed because the money wasn't coming in. So she went back to the psychic and she cussed the psychic out. And then the psychic was like, well, what about love? What about love? And she looked at her and was like, what? And she was like, oh, you don't care about my love. You only love money, honey. You only love money. It's like that's what the psychic said to her. And on some real stuff, I think the psychic was setting her up from the rip. I think she was setting her up because she was like, books in quotes. What about love? And then Demi Moore was like, and she's like, oh, you don't care about love. You love money. You love money. That was the accent of the psychic. And then one day, Demi Moore went to the grocery store and an alarm went off and said she was like the 1 million shopper and she won, I think, $1 million. So when she got the money, she went shopping and stuff first, but then she went back home to pack up her bag to leave. And then her husband was there and he asked her, well, where are you going? And then she was like, I'm leaving, you fat, disgusting slob. And so, and he was like, what do you mean? Where are you going? We love each other. And she was like, and she laughed in his face. It was like, I loathe you. Like, I don't love you. I loathe you. She's like, every day with you is like an eternity in hell. I was like, damn. Like the thing. And so this is what my thing, y'all. I'm like, okay, she won the money, right? She said the psychic was wrong. He didn't get the money. I got the money. But the thing is like, I think she could have got away if she didn't like talk down on him so bad. Like she talked down on him really, really bad. Like she would sleep with him, they would sleep together, and afterwards she would get up and go throw up in the toilet. That's how disgusted she was by him, right? But she got with him because she said the psychic said he was going to die violent death, so she was going to inherit money. And so when she came home to get her bag, I don't think she should have did that, and she started calling him all kind of names and telling him how she never loved him and all this stuff. I think it made him snap in his head, and he went in that kitchen and got a knife, child. And he said, if I can't have you, nobody can. And she said, and she said, what you mean, right? And so she started to run towards the door, and she opened it, and he closed that, slammed that sucker. And he said, if I can't have you, nobody can. And she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Right? And he grabbed her up. And that was all she wrote, baby. That was all she wrote. He stabbed her. I don't know how many times he stabbed her. He just kept saying every time he stabbed her, if I can't have you, nobody can. I was like, I'll never forget that episode. I know my mother, if she was listening, she knows what episode I'm talking about because she always recorded the Tales from the Crypt. Like all those, I think Tales from the Crypt is so dope. It's old school, but the acting is really, really good. I can think of a lot of different episodes from Tales from the Crypt, but that was one of them in particular with Demi Moore. And I don't know what made me talk about that, but I know when I thought about it like a few weeks ago, I think it was a message for somebody, like somebody who was thinking about being with somebody for money or whatever, um, and going to a psychic. Because sometimes, y'all, sometimes psychics will trick you. Like if they feel like you're not living right, some psychics will tell you the opposite of what it really is to get you caught up. You know what I mean? Like there are some readers that don't, they be living foul out here in these streets. And so you have to really be careful. You have to use your discernment. Not everybody has that foresight. Not everybody has that intuition to be able to discern, and you can really get caught up. People take what they say and run with it. You know what I mean? And think, oh, this is it. And it's just like, you really don't know. Like, you really don't know. So you should never take it as literal. You know what I mean? Like, live your life and do what you got to do. At the end of the day, look at it as entertainment purposes. because sometimes they'll tell you things just to get you to come back. Like they'll tell you something truthful to get you to believe them, and then they're like, and then when they get you, then it's like, okay, I could do anything with this person's mind. You know what I mean? So you kind of got to be careful when it comes to stuff like that. And I tell people that all the time. You know, some people have people readers that they swear by. Oh no, not this one. This one knows exactly what they're talking about. I'm like, all right. Okay, okay. You know, whatever. To each his own. But anyway, but that was a good episode. If you've never seen Tales from the Crypt, you should Google it. Definitely check it out because they got some bomb episodes. It's old school, but it is so entertaining. It is so good. When it ended, I was so upset. I was like, why did they end Tales from the Crypt? It's so good. It was so good. And the Crypt Keeper was like this like zombie or mummy person in the beginning that had this creepy voice. They should play that now that it's October. That would be perfect to play during the Halloween season. Tales from the Crypt. If anybody out there that's in the media, y'all put on Tales from the Crypt. Put some throwbacks on from Tales from the Crypt on TV and let people enjoy it. Or put that Demi Moore one up. Anyway, y'all. Boats in quotes. What about love? I think her accent was like Greek or something like that. But anyway. Anyway, can y'all see me? Or is the light gonna too? Oh, maybe y'all can see me better this way. Duh. I should have did this the whole time. Can y'all see me better this way? Y'all quiet in it. Y'all got. But anyhow, so this is my daily live for the day. What time is it? I'm about to get off and start making some chores. And the phones are quiet, so there's no action going on there. Um, yeah. Oh, hold on. How am I saying? So I will talk to you guys later, unless you have some questions. If you don't have any questions, maybe I'll come back on later and do another live. Thanks for chilling with me, y'all.